10 minutes of what Antonina talked about. But now we come to my famous case, which encapsulates everything I've been talking about, except the community bit, yeah? But in some ways, yes, as well. So this is absolutely true. Everything here is fact. There's no fiction. I'm not bullshitted about anything. The person concerned may even see this recording, probably will. So I was speaking to this lady, and it was just a discovery call, which turned out to be much more powerful. We just said, let's meet and have a chat because I like to be challenged mentally. And I love challenges being thrown at me, show me how to improve my business. And this lady had turned off her ads because she couldn't handle any more business. And she only wanted 10 clients a month. She had just raised her prices by 5 times or close to 5 times a few months ago. So she felt that's it, I'm not going to be able to do anything more. So the challenge for me was, could I 10x her with these constraints? She'd put her ads off. She didn't want any more clients. And she had just raised her prices. So that avenue is out, right? So I have to tell you what her business area is, because we have to talk about massive transformative purpose, even in a mundane area. So she dealt with couples who want to split up. And how do you create a massive transformative purpose there, And the massive transformative purpose where you completely reframe the way you look at this situation is, what is the cost to society? What is the cost to the family? What is the cost to the children when this happens? And how can you prevent it by working beforehand and not waiting till things get too late? So that would be the massive transformative purpose, to save all these costs unnecessarily to lawyers, selling properties, mental trauma, emotional trauma, children adrift 1 week here, 1 week there, all of that. Yeah, that's a huge cost to it. So something as mundane as what you'd call a relationship coach can have a MTP behind it. So do you think I could create 10x or close to 10x growth? Yeah, obviously the answer is yes. I've highlighted, and that's why I'm showing it. Yeah. So here's my solution. Number one, because the person's good, right? I expect it to be good. So raise prices to 15K. I don't care if you already did raise your prices 5 times. If you've turned your ad off, the simple thing is turn it back on, and the next person comes, say, I charge you 25K, And if they say no, it's as good as turning your ad off. Who cares, And at some point, somebody will say yes. And you know why people say no? Because you're not energetically attuned to that amount.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem. The problem is to get in tune with that kind of money coming in, from a 5K amount to go to a mid 6K amount is a big shift. So I would say, if your calendar is full, the next person quote 3 or 4 times over your highest price. And if you have a great product, if you can do MTP, if you are an expert, I'm talking about people who really know their work here. If you're an expert in your field, they're going to pay it. People want solutions, right? If I'm about to get divorced and the cost to me is going to be 3-4 million, you think I'm going to think twice about paying 15,000? Obviously not, right? Then my next suggestion was interesting. I said, get 2 apprentices. You spend 20, 30 years in the business. You know a lot. Get somebody who's 24, 25. Get 2 young girls from your area and get them to pay you 50,000 each and teach them everything you know. She didn't want to run group programs. Said, get them to run your group programs. So you got 150,000 on the orange bar, 50,000 on the next bar, and the group programs, which is your community, at a much lower cost, much lower cost, gives you another 100K. So you get 300. So you can get to any amount with creative thinking. It depends on how much you want it and how creative you can be. So even with a lot of constraints, you could get here. If she was willing to work a bit harder, that's her personal choice, yeah. And say take 20 clients, you could make 500K. But a lot of people draw a line because they don't want to burn themselves out, and that's a great idea. They want to provide best value for the clients. They want to be fully present for their clients, and they draw a line in the sand. But that doesn't mean you stop at 50K because you think that's it. It's not. You can earn more by being innovative. And of course, this group program feeds the main program because there will be people from there who want to pay 15K for the expert. Yeah. So yeah, so I think that's it as far as my slides are concerned.